you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me. The Babbler. That is me. I swear it's me, guys. Either way, hi. So as it turns out, I'm here again in my Harry Potter pajamas on my sick day off. And it's so interesting though, the timing of being off and not having a voice. Mind you, this is like the fourth day now, third or fourth day of no voice. I had to stay off anyways. I had on my birthday off and I had December 26th off. It just worked out that way. So, anyways, but it just turns out I'm under the weather. And, well, so here, and rocking it out in my new Harry Potter pajamas. So it's funny that I started giggling before hitting record because I feel guided to record and share without any resistance. Meanwhile, my voice is like this. Then, on a regular day, when I feel compelled to record and share, I'm resistant when my voice is perfect. So, I was noting that right now, when I can't talk, I want to talk. So, I want to continue with this whole wheels of chakra healing kind of theatrical ways. I'm on no medicine, guys, except my own, whatever I make for myself. But yeah, so anyways, I picked up, this is an oldie. I remember when I made this journal. I like started, I cut out pictures, I printed it on my printer. I even, wrote stuff inside. And then on, oops, it's falling apart because this book began in 2008. Oh shit, 2007. 2007, first century, right? Life has brought me many heartaches, too many sorrows for me to name. But I am better for each and every one of them, because my life wouldn't be this way. I wouldn't be who I am. And then, whatever. Actually, I'm not going to even go there, because that wasn't even the one I was going to read. But I was just sharing that this is an oldie. And so I had turned to a page random that I hope to find again. That I was, yeah, here we go. That was written by me, starting this entry on New Year's of 2009, 4:21 a.m., right? January 1st, 2009. So remember, I have been sharing that my channeled writings have no date. It's usually scribbled in wherever I am. This happens to me sometimes while driving. I know that doesn't sound safe. I don't advise for anyone to channel and drive. I've gotten better at not, just, but if it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. So I wrote, Happy New Year. Blah, 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 blah. Love, Jennifer. And then I began reading. So that was at 4:21 a.m. and I stopped writing. Then at 5:01 a.m., I began writing again. And that's what I want to share. The human side that heals in their crafts. The spinning wheels that we spin alchemically. The chakras may not be physical entities in the end of themselves, right? They may not be something as this tangible physical object that we can hold, but we want to get into the ethereal layers of like just understanding the motion, the ocean, the bioenergetic pulses, the rhythm, the vibration, the strong relationship, the programming, the activation, the liberation, but the wheel that must continue to spin. You know, I decided to walk over to where I have my tarot selections, and I like to grab what I feel drawn to. And so I felt drawn to these cards, right? Kim Krantz, The Wild Unknown. Right? The Wild Unknown. And when I opened it, right, these are the cards, they're beautiful. This one was flipped out on top. And when I looked at it, I had, after reading my rating, I felt disapplied. And I didn't know why, because I don't know these cards well. But if you can get we may not know what a card means, but we do know that if we reflect on the art or the words that are presenting themselves to us, the empty room, the box, the galaxy, the cloudiness, the black and white, then we can see what the card means to us without any influence. Well, without any interference of boxed definition, which is also, there's nothing wrong with that. But, sometimes we like to connect for ourselves. That's how we get to know ourselves best. When we allow for that relationship, that wheel, that physical function, intergalactic metabolism that's happening, like within us, mind body interfacing, interspinning, like rotating, the various chakra influences, the light up in our lives. We get to connect with that on a personal level, as opposed to always seeking externally something that is only fulfilling when we understand it best. So anyways, I wrote at 4:21 a.m. Clearly, New Year's was woohoo. So then at 5:01 a.m., this is the conscious Jennifer, Enchantress, Guinevere, soul, how what it feels like to be me. Like, no matter where I step or where I turn, the ground sinks beneath me, trying to swallow me. I feel like this is never ending. There's no solid ground. Lately, I've been so lost inside of myself. I can't breathe. I don't know what it is, but the feeling is not new. It's existing. It's existed for some time already. And when I get like this, I've just been so accustomed to being able to shut it down, to just be in that state of mind, be in these fluctuating states of emotions, and be unaffected, detached by outside disturbances so that I may look within. Because I've always been able to handle these type of things blaring within myself on my own. And I find myself trapped by not being able to just be that on my own at this time without having the outside world and its effect on me by those around me. Without feeling the hurt they're feeling somehow. No one cares about my feelings. I'm always being mindful of theirs. I just can't be. I can't just coexist. I try to blend, but my blending is not being accepted. It's not enough. Do I always have to conform in only pleasing others with completely disregarding the sanctuary within myself that is incomplete? What is complete? I know I'm complicated. I understand. I understand that I'm a moody person. God help me. So then I finished. Then I must have started writing again, and I wrote at 6:10 a.m. now. Remember the ocean? Well, I'm stranded out at sea. But this time, the currents, they have a good hold on me. They're pulling me. I'm kicking, and I'm grasping, and I'm gasping for air, trying to pull myself up through water. I sink. The devil is attacking again, full force. That was the end of that entry. Then I continued later. At 4:20 p.m. I'm so very tired, but awake at the same time. I was supposed to go spend time with my family today. That's not going to happen. I'm not even up for it. Lord, I want to believe your word to be true, and I don't want to doubt. But I wonder if the world, or the words that I believe to be true, are more of just wishful thinking on my part, or something built off of this utopian fantasy. Is this really implanted in my heart? Who's the creator from the start? I told you, the enemy is back, full throttle, as if he ever really leaves. So that brought me back to this healing journey. These placements, these chakra wheels. It is said that chakras are said to believe with if I had a videographer or a person that can edit my videos, they could take that part out. But it's me. And this is just gonna go as it is. Okay. It is sad, right? That the chakras have a location. That's what we understand. So just think of it like a geographical kind of like location, like in our body systems, right? They may not exist in a physical sense, but ethereal, mind, body connection, ethereal, inner net. Okay? We mostly know of like the 7 chakras, although there are more, and that just gets more complex over time. But these portal kind of devices that get activated, that work constantly on a spinning rotation, spin, and we're responsible for its upkeep, so to say, right? So, the empty room. Sorry, I just listened. Wow, when I said the empty room and I picked it up, this card flipped over. That was right beneath it. The Starborn. 3. Okay. The empty room. Going back to this writing. The vortex. The abyss. The nothing. The empty room haunts us all. It is the universal and all too frequent feeling of lack, of wanting, of the craving to fill ourselves with something, anything. We too often attempt to remedy the discomfort of the empty room by any means necessary, leading us to a culture of more. Ironically, the empty room is filled to the brim with potential, yet we perceive it as not enough. This card is a cry for patience, for sitting within the barren walls of not knowing, for awaiting true vision and purpose before attaching to what we should do next to save our outward appearance. Be with the nothingness, be with the impatience. The empty room has immense power. Let others wonder what you are doing. If you can settle in the magic of emptiness, you will soon hear its whispers of wisdom. In the light, this card is about spaciousness, potential, possibility. When it's in the dark, it's about addiction, insatiability, more for more's sake. This card asks you to go deeper. And then the numbers 4 and 33 apply. The archetype of the empty room is also portrayed as the hungry ghost, feeding and never satiated. A day of silence is a surefire way to harness the power of the empty room. So I just figured that applied somehow, you know. Oh, I just opened to another page. This was in 2010. I called this altered state of mind. I'm in an altered state of mind right now as I write. You know, when I write, my hand moves. My mind creates words that emerge through written word. But a lot of the times when I reread, I don't know even how those words got there. I mean, I remember writing it, but that Jennifer, at that moment of writing, I never know her anymore. She is forever changing, never remaining the same, forever on the move. But they are all real, as honest as can be, because those are her words. My words, attached to some bridge. Beautiful. This was the introduction. See how we write into our dreams. I'm sorry, I honestly, prior to hitting record, I didn't open to this page. So this is new for me and I'm reading to myself. Like, wait, do you want to share that? 19. But this is, I guess, when I started my blog. So, remember I said it was like 2009, 2010? No. So it was 2010. Okay? So I wrote, where did I write it? I want to create a blog on my free writing, but on a variety of topics. Whatever comes to mind. I am a writer. I am a writer of some sort. And article writing has always intrigued me. And then I wrote, and then I can pass the word around and hopefully, before you know it, people like it and are going to be reading my site. Wow, so flash forward. Sorry. I'm gonna cry. Anyways, flash forward. I remember when I created my blog, I was lucky if one person read it. 2019, we're entering 2020, and I'm at 500,000 views. Now, with a nice following of readers that do come to my blog, enchantingbabble.blogspot.com. So wow, look at growth. I'm gonna cry. Of an empty room. I was writing on empty pages in this empty room. This empty room filled with so much potential. I get emotional, but I don't. It's already hard for me to talk, so I gotta stop. I cried into the book. My tears, they're golden. I wrote, it's an idea, it's just a thought articulating in my mind. Something that would satisfy these two inner desires of mine, to write and be in pursuit of my career in psychology. That was inside my career in psychology, that's another story. But yeah, here we go. The next page says, sing me a lullaby, rock me to sleep, speak my name softly, gently, hold me in your arms. Good night. That was at 12:30 a.m. And then I wrote, you say the perfect things. Yeah, right. I'm sorry, I got emotional. Okay, so that was enough of that sharing of that kind of writing in this book. But what does the starborn mean? Let's check that out. Do you like my Harry Potter pajamas? The starborn. The divine child. The star child. The destined. Is that you? Of course you are. Especially visiting here. Oh yeah. An elusive yet radiant aspect of the self. The starborn archetype points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal stars above are said to constellate in a unique shape that maps our path in the world. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. Isn't that what we were just doing? And, and what I share with you, it's to further inspire you on your path. Not necessarily to walk mine or anything like that, but, to feel free to not conform to the standards of this world of everything having to be a certain type of way, a certain kind of aesthetic way to a pleasing to the eyes. What's pleasing to the soul? You can be pretty on the outside, ugly on the inside. I'd rather have the ugly on the outside than the pretty on the inside. You know what I mean? Even though if you're pretty on the inside, you're beautiful on the outside. Alright? The idea of destiny is controversial. Yet the starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. What did you desire when you were young? Hollywood famous actress. I say, when I turn 18, I'm moving to Hollywood and I'm going to be a famous actress. That didn't happen. And then, in this 3D realm that no longer exists. Alright, so there's practicing your life from a mythic point of view rather than as a series of logistics. Read the story of the three fates and envision yourself born under the stars with a unique destiny. When in light, this card is about light, trusting, vibrant, aiming, intention, purpose. When in the dark, it could be feeling of misalignment, loss of longing, okay? Which was in those diary entries. A longing, trying to discover something. Go deeper, tripping over joy. Shakespeare's star-crossed lovers. Going back into someone's coming into town. Santa Claus is coming to town. One of my favorite artists' birthday is today, too. What an interesting journey. Happy birthday. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Yeah, I need a break. So, I thank you for tuning in with the Enchantress. That is me. The Babbler. That is me. On this revolutionary high. I'm gonna prize at this time. I know how I got paint on me. Ebony decided to walk by a paint thing and dab her paw in the paint. So this is me trying to wash her as much as possible. And you can imagine cats when you try to put their paw underneath water. She went crazy. Cat crazy. But yeah, so anywho, the things that we do, it's about doing. Now it's about doing. Do. You. Want. What you want. Or do you not? You know? Alright. Peace, love, harmony, evolution, revolution. Love, peace, harmony, evolution, revolution, unification, infusion, alchemy to you. Thank you.